Hey, it's Mufari here and
Joy.
And in this video, we want to talk about how to cultivate the right mindset for this type of business, the home care business. There are two main issues that we feel like hold most people back from success in the home care business. Issue number one is lack of organization. Most people are very, very disorganized. And I have to admit, I used to be the same way. Like, I never used to, pay bills on time, for example. I always wait until my phone's cut in order for me to pay for it. I'd wait until the last minute for everything. If you want to get into this business and be successful, you need to be hyper organized. So it starts with the little things.
Little things, yes.
Right? Paying your bills on time is very, very important.
Even going for an interview on time.
Yeah. Showing up on time and showing up early.
Actually showing up early, maybe 10-15 minutes early.
Yeah.
So that gives you an opportunity to, because sometimes you can be nervous for the interview, but when you reach there early, it gives you time to even breathe in and breathe out, prepare yourself last minute.
Exactly. Issue number two is attention to detail. Most people struggle with this.
Yes.
And again, I used to struggle with paying attention to detail, where even things like filling out forms, because especially when you have to deal with government offices.
Yes. There's a lot of forms that you have to fill, and it's there's a lot that you have to read and make sure that whatever you're signing or filling out, you understand what exactly is asked of you. So a lot of people don't have the patience. I think it has to do with patience.
Yeah.
They don't have the patience.
What tends to happen is that most people rely on other people to pay attention to the details that affect them directly.
Yes.
You see?
Yeah.
So you might find you get advice from, let's say,
a lawyer?
You have a legal issue, right? And you get advice from a lawyer about your specific issue, whatever it is. It could be, I don't know, you're going through a divorce, you're going through an immigration process. You are responsible for paying attention to the detail of your case. The lawyer can only do so much. The job of a lawyer is to guide you. But if you're not paying attention to detail, this lawyer can just tell you whatever he wants to tell you.
That's right.
But if it doesn't align with your personal interests, then you're not going to win the case.
You're not going to win the case.
Paying attention to detail is so critical. And a lot of people don't know how to do this.
It's true.
So the couple of things that I always recommend our students, because we have an online course that teaches you how to start the home care business and get clients.
Yes.
What we teach is that obviously we all learn things differently. We teach that you should have a notebook and follow up with the process. So everything that you learn, write it in a notebook and make sure that when you get on a call, you understand the type of questions you want to ask.
Yes, and you know what chapter or lesson that you have questions for. Because when you jump on the phone and you have nothing on writing, it brings a lot of confusion.
Yeah. And the other frustrating thing that I find when we have these free consultations, by the way, we have a free consult. If you want to schedule some time, click the link below. One thing that I find is that people jump onto these calls without preparing for the call.
Yeah.
They don't have any questions prepared.
Yes.
Please, if you're going to schedule a free consult, make sure you have at least 5 or 6 questions written down to ask, so that we can...
Or it might not be 5 or 6 questions, whatever questions that you have, just write them down, so that when you schedule a call with us, you have that notebook that has questions that you have to ask.
Yes.
That's what somebody who's organized does. Yes. Because it saves you time and it saves us time as well.
Yeah. Don't just show up to the call and, expecting to be given information that you didn't ask for, that you don't need. Most people, they've already started their business. So when you're coming onto that call, you should be like, hey, the challenge that I have is I'm not getting clients, and I've tried 1, 2, 3, and those things are not working, then we can tell you what direction to go.
Yes.
But for you to come to a free consult without any questions, you're really wasting your time.
Yes.
And ours.
Our time as well. Yes.
You know?
Yeah. We have experienced this whereby we have people that, schedule a call with us. Yes, we speak to them, and then later after we're done with the call, they want to text. Honestly, we have other things to take care of in terms of business. So you trying to text is just not appropriate.
It's not.
We want to do things the professional way, and this is your part of being trained to be organized. You go back and schedule a call with us and ask whatever questions that you have, because you just randomly texting or calling is really not fair to us, because sometimes we might be on another call, we might be doing other things. This is the reason why we have a calendar where you can schedule or book a time with us.
Yes.
Talk to us.
And the other frustrating thing is that people who forget that they have booked a time, a call, they've booked a consultation for a specific time. If you book a call for, let's say, 1 o'clock on a Monday,
Yes.
you should write down on your calendar that I have a call at 1 o'clock on a Monday. Don't just schedule a call and not remember it.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you that you are disorganized.
And you won't be able to handle your business pretty
Right,
much.
that
Yes.
kind of mindset is not going to get you anywhere. You're
Yeah.
not going to make it. I'm
True.
sorry,
True.
you're not going to make
True.
it.
True.
There are people who are way more organized than you. Just
Yeah, or
remember
if
this.
you're not sure, because sometimes people change their minds, you're better off canceling the
Just
call.
cancel
So
it.
we know that, before that Monday, let me say you scheduled a call for Monday morning. If you're not going to be able to make it on Monday morning, then just cancel that call before the time that, we're going to have the call. But you not showing up for the call is not fair on our part.
That's what an organized person does.
Right.
They're aware of everything, and they write down notes, and they follow up with questions, and they show up to the appointment that they've committed to.
How are you going to be able to manage, for example, your
Caregivers.
employees, whatever
Your
schedule?
caregivers.
Yes, your caregivers. How are you going to manage that?
You
Your
won't.
caregivers. It's going to be very difficult, and this is really going to affect your business, because if you want to work with wealthy clients, they value time.
They don't have time for your disorganized
Yes, if
ways.
they pick up on that you're not organized at all, they may end up canceling the contract and don't want to work with you, and this is not what you
What you
want to
want.
go through or experience. So try your level best to be organized. It's not that difficult
No,
at all.
it's a
Because
habit.
also you have to look at it this way. People view things very differently. Just something as small as maybe the caregivers not making it on time to the appointment. It's gonna reflect on you, right?
Yes, it's going to reflect on you as a business
As a
owner.
business owner, they won't care about the caregiver so much. It's gonna reflect on you, and you don't want that.
That's right.
Like I just said a few seconds that wealthy people, or even everybody, there are people who just value time.
Yeah.
Yes. So please try your best to be organized
And pay attention to detail.
attention to details. That's all we ask. It's not much that we are asking for. Yes.
That's right. So unless you can take care of those two things, paying attention to detail and being organized, you're not going to make it in this business.
Oh, then now one more thing. We have students who have studied the course and they feel like they don't need the first chapter of the lesson because they have everything set up. And they want to jump into maybe creating a website, things like that. When you're working with us, you have to come with a mindset that you're starting from the scratch. Ignore everything that you have known or you've had of the past. Look at it as you're coming to learn something new.
Unfortunately, a lot of people that we talk to are much older and they're already set in their own ways.
Yeah.
So it's hard for them to come with an open mind to learn. It's easier to teach a 5-year-old than it is to teach a 65-year-old, unfortunately. And that's a reality.
It's true.
So what we're appealing is tap into your younger brain and realize that admit to yourself that you know nothing and come into this with an open mind that you're going to learn. We're going to guide you all along the way. When you're building a house, you don't start with the roof.
No.
That's the example that I gave one of our students.
Yes.
You don't start building a house by putting up a roof.
No.
You start by digging the foundation. And digging that foundation is painful because you don't see anything.
You don't see anything.
You don't see anything for months.
Right.
And then brick by brick, you're stacking brick by brick.
Yes.
You know, before you know it, the house is up.
Yes.
Then you can put a roof.
That's right.
So that's what we're saying. But last point, check out our course or schedule some time for a free consult, but at least preview our course below this link, and we'll see you on the next video.
Yes.
Take care.
Take care.